In this video, I'm going to show how to use a program called Astrometrica to calculate what's called the magnitude zero point. The magnitude zero point is simply a calibration number that you use to convert instrumental magnitudes measured with a program to standard magnitudes. And to start off with, I want to talk just briefly about some of the settings here in Astrometrica. What's important to get set up correctly are things like the focal length, everything in this window here, obviously the size of your CCD pixels, what color band you're going to be measuring, you took your images with. That's pretty much the most important stuff on this page. The other tab here is the Program tab, and this is what Astrometrica is going to use for photometry. This needs to be set up correctly. What star catalog you're going to use, I recommend the UCAC4 because it's a VMAG catalog, but there are other choices in here. These things here need to be set up correctly. I refer you to the program documentation, really, on how to get this stuff set up. It does a good job. You just need to spend a little bit of time getting this set up for the first time. And once you do, you'll be able to go through your images pretty quickly. The rest of these tabs, I don't think you really need to change anything from the defaults. So I have some images here, and I'm assuming you've already taken your images, you've calibrated them with bias, dark, and flat, and you've stacked them to create a series of images. In this case, I'm going to be using a 10-second sub length, and I took 30 of these for a total time of 300 seconds. And I've stacked these in multiples of 2. So this is actually 2 images stacked together. This is 4 images stacked together. This is 6 images stacked together, and so on down to all 30 of them stacked together. And these are going to be the images that we use to eventually create a graph of exposure time versus magnitude, which is our ultimate goal here. So what you do is you load these images into Astrometrica, and I'm just going to drag and drop them in here one at a time, and you do a plate solve on them, and it goes through and finds stars to use for calibration. And basically this last number down here is the 0 point. So for this image, the magnitude 0 point is 26.68. You can either write that down, or it's recorded in a log file that you can go in and view here. So that's the first image. Grab the next one. Do the same thing. Here it's 26.66. Grab the next one. Do the solve. 26.66. So you get the idea here. And ideally, these 0 points should be very similar for the entire series of 10-second subs. And if you've done 5-second subs and 20-second subs, or 30-second or 60-second, you need to go in and do the magnitude 0 point for all of them. And because they're all so similar, what I did is I just assumed that for the 10-second subs, in this case, all the magnitude zeros are 26.66. We're not going to be concerned if it's off by even a tenth of a magnitude, which they really weren't. That's all there is to calculating the magnitude 0 point using the program Astrometrica. Pretty simple, goes by pretty quickly.